So we got, your dad just got here.
Okay.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, we'll do it when he's on the stage. So where is, okay, so everybody's here.
All right, yeah. So let's start, okay? 1 second.
Barrios, you fighting a legend, Manny Pacquiao. Just talk about this fight materializing.
Yeah, man. It was brought up after my last fight. Like literally, like right as I was going to the dressing room, it was brought up to me. You know, Pacquiao was interested in making something happen this year, and it didn't really seem real until like a couple months ago when they started talking details and like, okay, like this is what we're going to be like working on. So I was like, okay, you know, like let's get it. And yeah, you know, now we're here. You know, we're only I think like 6 weeks away. And yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's exciting.
Being a kid from San Antonio, did you ever think you'd be fighting a legend like Manny Pacquiao?
Oh, never. Like, I mean, right? Like those are fights you think about in your head as like a dream scenario. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, like being a brown kid from San Antonio. Now, you know, like now facing like Manny Pacquiao, defending my title. It's huge. It's huge.
Manny's in his late 40s. He's going into the Hall of Fame in a couple of weeks. What do you feel about the naysayers that are just saying Manny's too old to be in that ring and that he shouldn't be in that ring?
You know, like I said today, you know, it's Manny's still Manny. You know, he's a legend for a reason, and you know, so I'm preparing as if I'm fighting a prime Manny. It's my job, you know, just go in there and defend my title, and yeah, you know, like I said, I'm expecting one of the like best versions of Manny, regardless.
What would it mean for your legacy?
It'll be huge, man. And then, you know, just it's another step in my career. It's another step, you know, to make those big fights. And yeah, man, you know, like a name like Manny on my resume is huge.
Could you ever see this happening to you years from now and staying around or coming back like that?
Oh, hell no. I love boxing. I love what I do, but man, I don't think I'm gonna try to be like, you know, even like close to 40. You know, trying to get in there with these young guys.
Mario, you know, fighting a legend like Manny, a guy you probably grew up watching, do you have to mentally just make sure you don't show him too much respect in the fight?
Yeah, I think, you know, that's the main thing. Go in there, you know, don't let him get, you know, his rhythm going. Don't let, you know, I'm not gonna go in there, you know, trying to take rounds off. Yeah, you know, like go in there, you know, from round one, you know, try to work on our game plan. And you know, yeah, you know, it's just another fight for me.
Can you be the fighter to retire him?
I mean, maybe, you know, that's not what my goal is, you know, going in there. Like I said, you know, my goal is just to go in there, make sure, you know, I go back to San Antonio, you know, still with the WBC strap, and you know, whatever way that happens.
Mario, what's comparable to Muhammad Ali versus Larry Holmes? You know, people kind of held it against Larry Holmes for beating on Ali like that. Will you have that on your mind at all, or do you plan in there it's saying, I mean, this is Manny Pacquiao and this is Wayne, like you said, you envision it, but he is 46, so are you conscious of kind of fighting like that?
Nah, I mean, it's business, man. It's killer be killed in there. I mean, because I know he's not gonna feel sorry for me in there. So I mean, you know, he wanted this fight. It's not as if, you know, after my last fight I called him out. This is the fight that he wanted, and yeah, you know, so like he wants it. So it's like, okay, man, like it would be an honor, you know, to step in there with the legend. But again, at the end of the day, I'm in there defending my title.
So potentially retiring Manny, you can live with the consequences or backlash of maybe man, you retired Manny Pacquiao.
I'm ready to get a shitload of backlash. But I mean, it comes with it, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, like any other fighter in my division, you know, they would be more than happy, you know, to take this fight as well. And yeah, it's just my job to go in there and you know, do what I do best.
What do you take from the fact that he actually picked you? You know, said your style fits him perfectly. What do you think of that?
I don't know. You know, I don't know if that's necessarily I can't think of the word. but yeah, no, again, he asked for this fight. This is a fight that he wants. He feels, my style, it's perfect, for him. But I think he's in for a rude awakening, come fight night. And I can't wait, to show everybody.
This fight is kind of huge for the welterweight division. You beating Manny Pacquiao really raises your stock moving forward when you talk about the guys that are in there with them.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's my job, go in there July 19th, make sure Pacquiao, he isn't victorious, he isn't successful. I know that's a big task at hand, but I have full confidence in my team, full confidence in my preparation right now and everything we're working on. And like you said, moving forward, go in there, handle business. It's only gonna make these next couple fights bigger.
You, Bam, and Ramon are now a three-headed monster from San Antonio. Talk to us how y'all feed off each other.
2-0 shit. Yeah, man, we all grew up together. So man, it's beautiful, to see. All of us, up there at that top level. Me and Ramon, he was actually my last amateur fight, and man, like it was. Even then, I think we were like 17. Like that was a banger. So when he took his last fight, man, I was warning everybody, like bro, like Ramon can crack. Like he can crack like Inoue if Inoue sleeps. Homie Bam, we grew up together since we were since I was like 12. He was younger, and yeah, man, he's unifying the same day, July 19th actually. Super happy for him, man. Super proud of everything he's done in his career, and even more proud of him as a father. Bro's a great dad, and yeah, man, I'm like.
All right, guys.
To be where all of us are, and all of us from San Antonio, it's huge, man. It makes us proud.
47 champion. Obviously, you're very respectful. There will be no punches, no pushing. You're a nice person. Manny's a nice person. Did it sink in that you're fighting Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah. I mean, I think it sunk in a couple months ago when it was first brought up to me, and. Yeah. I was just counting down until fight time, and just dealing with everything that comes with the fight.
What are some of your favorite Manny Pacquiao moments as a boxer?
I remember telling everybody there's been fights I've gone for Manny. There's been fights I've gone against him. I was a very huge Marquez fan, so I was always a big fan of all those fights, the whole back and forth, and then the way the fourth fight ended. Yeah, man, I don't know. There's so many fights of him that I have watched since I was literally since I was a kid. So now to be the one in there facing him, it's kind of like a full circle moment, and it's just crazy like being at this point in my career.
Do you have a prediction for your fight with him?
Yeah, with me still going back to San Antonio with the title.
All right, guys, thank you. One more question. Just
Mario.
one more question.
You now have the belt. Do you feel that you've been given the props and respect as the champion at 47?
I don't know. I don't really concern myself with all that too much. I mean, it doesn't make me lose any sleep. I'm the champion for a reason. I got myself in that position in the first place, and it's just my job, to retain it, to defend it, and then we keep building a legacy, not only for me now, but for my daughter, so I can leave her with something better, than I had.
All
right, guys.
Mario.
Who hits harder?
What was that?
Who hits harder? Take the third.
Everybody cracks at this level, but I mean, I only touched the canvas in one of those fights, and there was a reason for that.
Do you want your daughter to box?
I do not. I want her to do anything else but boxing.
Mario.
Best of luck to you, Mario.
Thank you.
We've seen guys like Caleb Plant become galvanized with fatherhood, become real hardened as a boxer as they approach fatherhood. How has fatherhood galvanized you as a fighter, if it has?
I think it's making me. It has changed my mentality. Now I'm thinking longevity. Now I'm thinking about later in life type of stuff. And yeah, man. So these next couple years, I want to do as much as I can in the sport. I want to get out. Like I said, I want to leave my daughter, leave a legacy. So my daughter can have growing up and everything, man. So it's really changed my mentality though, because I never thought about longevity, and especially in this sport, how I do now.
To all the media out there, we got
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Have you seen videos of him training?
I want to say hi.
Oh, yeah, good seeing you, brother.
How's everything?
It's great, brother. It's great.
Have you ever seen Mario Barrios? I mean, Mario
Mario Serrano?
Oh, what is it?
Because it's not Serrano, it's Serrano.
Oh, Serrano.
I'm Mexican.
Yeah, bro. I'm from San Antonio.
Oh, like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get him out of there.
So you're not going to carry him like Jake Paul did Mike Tyson?
No. Yeah. Like, I mean, again, man, because if the roles were reversed, you know, he wouldn't take it easy on me. And it's just the reality of the sport. Like I said, man, it's kill or be killed in there. And yeah, so man, I'm going in there. I'm gonna try to defend my title by any means necessary.
He said his advantage is going to be his speed. How do you prepare for that? How are you going to beat him at his own game?
You know, the timing always beats speed, and you know, I think I have great timing. I have, you know, I'm also, you know, like I feel like also I have like fast hands. I have fast feet too, and I just don't choose to use it all the time. But yeah, man, I know I have faith in my team. I have faith in everything that we're working on, and I know that as long as I listen to, you know, my corner, come find that, you know, I'll be walking out, you know, still holding the title.
We saw what Ugas did. Are you going to kind of try to replicate that kind of a same game plan?
Yeah, you know, I think Ugas, you know, I think he gave a pretty nice blueprint on like how to make it a very difficult fight for Manny. And you know, then like mine and Ugas fight, it kind of went in a similar manner, you know, to the way he beat Manny. So yeah, man, it's just me, you know, like I just have to take what I can, you know, from those fights, and then, like I said, listen to my corner. And I know if I do so, man, like I'm still gonna be walking out of that ring with that title.
Mario, in 2008, Manny Pacquiao retired Oscar De La Hoya on the seat in the ring. Would you like to get that lick back, being that you guys are both Mexican? You know?
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of other Mexican fighters he beat, but I mean, I'm not necessarily trying to get a lick back for anybody. You know, I'm making my own, you know, my own journey. You know, this is my career. You know, it's just, you know, a fight for me, a fight for me. You know, my daughter, my family, for me, for my legacy. You know, not anybody else's.
You wouldn't want to just be known as the guy who retired Manny Pacquiao, knocked him out. Yes, he has been knocked out too many times, so you know that could be a feather in your cap too.
Yeah.
The knockout, is that what you're looking for?
Not necessarily that, you know, I'm not going in there like looking for it, but like I said, you know, if at any point I see I haven't hurt, you know, I will try to get him out of there, or you know, if it happens, you know, if that's just how it goes, then you know, that's how it goes.
So, Mario, you fought Tank, arguably the face of boxing. You're coming off the Mike Tyson card. You're kind of, how do you value yourself as a pay-per-view star? I mean, you're facing Manny Pacquiao too. How do you value yourself as a pay-per-view star?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a crazy journey, but you know, I think, you know, those big fights, you know, against Tank, you know, against Thurman, you know, they're gonna help me, you know, in this type of fight, you know. But yeah, man. I mean, I've gotten all these fights, and I've gotten these opportunities for a reason, and you know, I just want to like continue, you know, to show like why that is.
All right, guys.
So,
some more questions.
And yeah, I mean, at this point, the pay-per-view value. I mean, could you see yourself moving up and fighting Canelo? Because that would be Tank, Pacquiao, Canelo. Like, I don't know, your value's skyrocketing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna move up eventually, you know, and I'm gonna want to fight the best, you know, like whoever it is, you know, in the division at that time. Right now, you know, I'm at welterweight, so right now, you know, all my focus is just being here right now.
Would you want to crown yourself as undisputed in the welterweight division?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, that's the goal, you know, for all of us as fighters. Like I said, you know, I'm making, you know, welterweight still, you know, comfortably, and then, you know, once that stops, you know, once it becomes too much on my body, then, you know, I'll make the move up.
Not overlooking Manny, but you know, Norman holds one title and Ennis holds two titles. Would you want to take Ennis out the way before going for Norman, or it doesn't matter what order they come in?
Either or, man. You know, I know, you know, I got a big fight in front of me. You know, I got to go in there, you know, make sure I handle business. But I know if I do, it only makes those fights bigger. And yeah, man, like after this, you know, whichever one of those like comes first, you know, that's what I would want to do. But again, man, I mean, July 19th, you know, has all of my focus. And that's all I'm concerned with right now.
And then your quick prediction for Canelo Crawford.
Oh, that was hard, man. I'm a big Canelo fan, but you know, Crawford is a pound for pound for a reason. You know, I think the skill set he has, you know, brought, you know, in the ring is different, and I think that's the type of fight, like you could play it out 50 times and it could go either way every time. So I mean, I'm excited for it as a boxer, as a boxing fan, and yeah, man, I'm
Sounds
looking.
like you're favoring Crawford though a little bit.
Nah, well, that's the thing. I'm not favoring either. It's just like, damn, man. It's just like styles make fights, and then like the size difference, like the weight difference, and so there's just like so many factors that go into the fight. It's hard to really like lean on on any side. And like I said, I mean, just as a boxer, I got a lot of respect. I have a lot of admiration for both of them as fighters. So
Harry, and if I could get one more question, yesterday